What is up, everybody, and welcome to the channel, the Shotgun Shogun. It's Wednesday, my dudes. That means patch notes time. And I was up for the live stream. Elphelt, disgusting. Just Ray is coming. I know, like, I was literally talking to somebody, like, I believe last night on stream. And they're like, hey, when do you think Ray's gonna be coming? And I'm like, you know what, probably not anytime soon. I'm like, we probably gotta wait for story stuff like that. Yeah, no, you guys bamboozled me. You showed me. Let's get into it, boys. All right, so update. Like I said, we're going to be getting Elphelt, but we're going to be getting the last part of the Visitors from Another World. Now, do be aware that Elphelt is probably only going to be around for a week. I'm pretty sure that that's what they said. So you are going to only have a week. We're going to have a week, and then we're going to go to Ray, because they just announced Ray today. Usually for new units, they do give us about a week, right? So, boom. All right, we're going to get the last part of it. Miss Confile is going to be giving you the rate up for the hairbrushes, for the tournament fragments, going into that. Now, one of the big things that you can do with this, right, if you want to farm real hard, get the store cleaned out, get yourself some extra gold. You can run all three artifacts on one node that's going to give you hairbrushes or records or something like that, and then just trade all that in for gold. Now you can just like power through hell mode if you just want to burn all of your energy 5 ever. You can do that and you will be in a lot better spot, right? I'm gonna move this over so you guys can see everything on the screen, because sometimes it doesn't. So you are going to be getting that. The token for the Chosen is going to be what's going in to get you into that hard tournament, right? So you're going to want to do this because we're going to be getting a Molagora challenge out of this. So we're going to be getting an extra Molagora, which I know everybody's like, you know what? I've got so many Molagoras, just literally does not matter to me. I just don't care. Just who needs them, right? We'll talk about that at some point as well. So we are going to be getting the Elphelt surprise story, which is going to be part of the final story, which is pretty good, because I was going to say if they did like put her in without like anything at all, just here's a unit, I was going to be a little upset. I was hoping that they would do like a whole like extra weak side story follow in tandem with like the actual story, but we're not. So, well, I'll give you a brief overview of Elphelt, but I am going to go do a video just going over Elphelt and her kit. I'm going to talk a lot about that. A lot. Okay, so Elphelt is going to be a Capricorn Fire Ranger. This means it's going to be pretty quick. She's got a base of 115 speed, which is still pretty good. It's Falconeer Quarry levels of speed. Not only that, but she is really cute, so you are going to be able to outspeed those Bassars. Boom. And you're gonna be able to double up on her. So taking a look at her kit, her S1 fires a barrage of bullets at the enemy with a 65% chance to make them unbuffable for 1 turn. Now you can bring this up to a 75% chance. I would suggest that. Do I think you should max it first? We'll talk about that. But her S2 is going to be Judge Better Half, traps the enemy in a cake before attacking them with a cake cutting blade. This increases critical hit chance of all allies for 2 turns. When the enemy is defeated, also decreases defense of all remaining enemies for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases proportional to the numbers of debuffs inflicted on the enemy. Disgusting. So you are going to want to run her with debuffers. Dizzy or Cerise, right? So you can open with Cerise, you could do whatever, then as long as you got a bunch of debuffs, boom, cut in half. Or we'll talk about the next skill in a right here, Magnum Wedding, which people are like, oh, it was censored, but for censorship you would have already had to have had it released in order to censor it. That doesn't work. Doesn't work. Shoots a bullet of love at the enemy, dispelling 1 buff before a 75% chance to put them to sleep for 1 turn and decrease defense for 2 turns. This grants the caster an extra turn. There's no critical chance that it has to do. There's nothing. It's just literally a 2nd turn. So you can pop a Bassar out of immunity, put him to sleep, and then target somebody else. This is really strong. Not only that, but you can get this up to 100%. This is absolutely a first priority max. You want to get this to +4 for that extra 25% chance. So 100% chance to put them to sleep, just deado. Now you can either follow up afterwards with a high damage crit, or you can CC one person and then go do something else. Pretty ridiculous. Her stats overall are pretty solid. They don't show it here, but like I said, there will be a video on this. Trust me, I'm going to be talking about it at length. Her artifact is disgusting. You should 100% get a copy of this artifact. Like, if you get multiples, I would say go for it, because this is going to be a long-term, really amazing artifact. Maxed out 60% chance to decrease defense of the enemy for 1 turn after a single attack. Can't be triggered on counterattacks, dual attacks, or extra attacks, which is understandable. Otherwise, it would be even more disgusting. But this would trigger off of every single one of her attacks, right? What? So this is going to be really good for setup. Amazing for setups. You're just going to be defense breaking everybody. And if you've ever been defense broken in this game, you understand that you're just going to melt, right? If you get a good follow-up, like let's say you put somebody to sleep with your S3, then you S2 somebody, or let's S1 them because you don't want to waste an S2 without having multiple debuffs on. You can defense break another person into another unit, like let's say, well, I mean, you wouldn't want to run a C-Dom with her, although you could run a C-Dom with her. Regardless, you run into your follow-up unit, and then you just start popping off, right? Real good. Both of those. I'm going to try to max out an artifact and maybe a secondary artifact. That is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to roll for her triple S without a doubt. I'm hoping that I don't have to pity multiple times. We already knew Blood Moon Haste was coming in. You can watch my video. I'll link it down below for me covering Blood Moon Haste. After looking at his modifier, stuff like that, his modifier on his S1 is pretty nutty. Blood Moon Haste is going to be the most boring character in this game. But hear me out. His S1 just removes debuffs or removes buffs. And he has a nutty modifier on it. Means that you're just going to S1 over and over and over and over and over again. And then you're going to S3 at key points because you're just going to want to sit on that 10% damage reduction. So make him fast, make him thick, and just because his modifier is based off of his HP, right? So you can go high C damage, make him extra thick. So all those destruction sets that have, main HP's right side, and you're like, when the fuck am I ever going to use this? Like, it's got critical hit damage and HP. I guess tanky critical bruiser right here. You don't even have to worry. Like, and not only that, but his S2, his barrier is disgusting too. Literally is going to just crap on any Arbiter Villager. Like, any Arbiter Villager that comes back, 10% damage reduction with an Arius and like a little Queen Charlotte is literally, it can come back with Greater Basket. I don't care how geared it out it is. It's not killing anything. Like, that's literally the way that's going to work. And I also don't feel like you're going to need a lot of Molagoras in him either, because like you can almost negate, like not even worry about the damage on his S3. It's there for defense or for damage reduction. S1 is actually going to be the priority here because that's what you're going to be using a lot. S1 and S2 is what you are going to be wanting to put your points into, because like I said, this S1 just increases damage proportional to the caster's max health and dispels one buff. Not a chance to dispel one buff, dispels a buff. So you could just work on, just run, like I said, S1 looping over and over again. You're going to want to do barrier strength here. The other thing too, like on the S3, like what do you get, a 1-turn cooldown? Like, don't use your S3. And if you use your S3 to kill a revive person so that it resets. S3, I think, is going to be completely almost ignorable, right? Yeah. Yep. Okay, so Mystic Summon System Reorganization. Now, I actually literally made a video about this, me ranting, and then I never posted it because like after it was a lot of ranting about this, and I was like, you know what, I gotta see how they manage this because this just increases the amount of new Moonlight characters we're gonna eventually get, and already Mulgore problems, right? So you're just compounding it even more. It's really kind of crappy. So we're going to go from every 4 weeks to every 3 weeks. You will have a new rotation, which means faster 5 stars. They are going to go through all of the 4 stars that haven't been in rotation. So that's nice. But more 5 stars faster. I don't really like that personally. So yeah, we'll see. But they're going to be changing the guild wars, or they're going to be changing arena so that we can get mystics out of arena now. So that's good. We're going to have that, but the frequency of the existing ML4s and will be increased. Reorganization was made in consideration of the number of 4 stars heroes that don't have a Moonlight form yet. New Moonlight 4 stars will be added after existing Moonlight 4 stars have been into the rotation. Please notice Mystic Summon Reorganization for more details. Again, we'll see how that goes. This I don't like right here. Additional improvements and bug fixes, more new packages. 3 new packs will be added. This was something that I kind of figured they would do real soon. They're gonna start nickel and diming us, and I just don't feel good about this. So this will be displayed once a day for 2 hours when you enter the lobby after being defeated in an arena guild war, in a battle. In what, RTA? After being defeated in a battle. Arena guild wars excluded. Okay, I guess if you just lose. 6 random pieces of level 75 equipment. I don't ever buy this. Unless it's like $5 and you want to just get some 75 gear. Because, well, it's going to roll kind of like 85 gear. Yeah, I'm going to have to see the freaking stats on or how much it's going to cost. But I don't think you're going to want to buy this. Like, it's not really great. 6 pieces of gear, like even if it's $5, it's like 6 pieces of gear with 12% chance to make it epic. That doesn't assure any substats, anything like that. Gross. Catalyst packs, I personally don't mind it. You get 2 per month. It saves you a lot of time. 7 epic catalysts, 12 rare catalysts. I think it was pretty cheap when I bought it the last time they put it out. This will save you a lot of time, right? That you don't want to farm. Save you energy from having to farm catalysts for anybody that you're looking to skill up or awaken or anything like that. If you're going to throw some cash, catalyst packs aren't the worst thing that you could throw cash at. 7 epic catalysts by itself would be worth like $10 to me in terms of like energy refills that you would be required in order to get those 7 epic catalysts that you're going to need. Artifact charm pack, I'll probably end up buying these. Artifact charms are hard to come by, and you need to level up artifacts. Purchase limit 3 times per month, once per day. Can purchase 1 time whenever you meet the conditions above. Get a 5-star artifact from Covenant summons, Mystic summons, or artifact summon ticket. Okay. Selective summon excluded. Are we going to be getting a selective summon artifacts? Please, I need more Obelisk Ritual Swords. A package pop-up notice will show from the lobby under certain conditions. So those aren't too terrible depending on the price. But again, we're starting down this path of, oh, hey, do you want this? Buy a pack. Hey, do you want this? Buy a pack. Hey, do you need more charms? Buy some packs. They're going to have to address this for free-to-play players. Or else, you're just going to be nickel and dimed nonstop, right? Hero and artifacts imprint concentration will now show the increased stats on the hero UI page. I actually really like this because, like, there's sometimes that you have, like, increased crit chance or attack or effectiveness, stuff like that, and it's like you have to remember, oh, well, it's this plus this over here. So yeah, that's pretty all right. Sinful Angelica's hero relationship will change with Mont, an innocent young girl who has captured sinful Angelica's attention with her kind heart. Cool. Okay. An issue where heroes not being aligned when entering the skill enhancement page from the lobby has been fixed. An issue where bleeding sound effect occurred when moving in a labyrinth sense crossroad. If a hero was inflicted with bleeding, will be fixed. Okay, cool. Some stats for Archdemon Mercedes and Astasast that appear with Archdemon Mercedes and Hollow Trial will be slightly increased. No, she already whoops my butt. Advantages and disadvantages for Archdemon Mercedes from Hollow Trial will be changed as follows. Advanced increases damage suffered by boss monsters before, well, but this is before, inflicted by Provoke and Silence by 75%. Now it's going to decrease the effect of increased combat readiness granted to a hero by 100%. Feels bad, man. Increase attack by 30% and max health by 30% of all allies. When a knight hero is on the team, decrease speed of fire heroes by 50%. Now, this is potentially good and bad, right? So you don't want to be taking too many turns, especially in her break phase. So this could actually slow down certain fire heroes. And you can't CR push them. So if you have a bunch of really slow people, you're going to be getting a lot more turns out of the break phase. Interesting. Hollow Trial boss Archdemon Mercedes will have the effect for her skill Lightning Judgment changed. So this is going to be strikes 2 enemies. My hype has left me. Yawn time. Strikes 2 enemies with Lightning of Judgment, dispelling 2 buffs before decreasing combat readiness by 20% with a 75% chance each to decrease hit chance, making them unable to be buffed for 1 turn and making them unable to be buffed for 1 turn. Number of targets increases by 1 depending on the battle progress. The skill can only be activated as an additional attack. When attacking with this skill, all enemies cannot receive healing until the turn ends. So that is going to hard cuck a Ravi, anybody who's counterattacking, life stealing, Rowana, Ripwana, because of the extra attack, because it would have CR pushed. Well, it wouldn't CR push now, but it would have CR pushed and healed. So sucks. Archdemon Mercedes will have damage for punishment and Book of Ruin slightly increased because it needed that. An issue where Dark Quinidos' mystic power was not applying to some heroes from Abyss for 58-second wave will be fixed. An issue where Banshee Lord Dustlight's frost protection was not properly healing the caster when attacking non-earth types. Yeah, so they're going to be changing Guild Wars as well. The amount of havoc gained in a Guild War will be changed so that it is not affected by draws. Not as affected by draws as before. So 2 victories, 120, 1 victory, 1 draw, 120, 1 victory, 1 loss is 60, 2 draws is 60, 1 draw, 1 loss is 0, and then 2 losses is 0 as well. World Arena, Dizzy's out. Get ready for that. If you see people just saying, guys, Dizzy fell off because Champ Zerato, A Momo exist, and immunity, bad. What? Okay. Let's see. An issue where previous accounts pre-banned heroes appeared even after logging into a different account with the same device will be fixed. All right. An issue of starting 4-star heroes or heroes with starting stars being displayed as 5-star when banned will be fixed. Okay, these are just seems like graphical things. An improvement will be made to show a notice message from the pre-ban page if there is no result matching the searched hero. So if they don't have the hero, you're going to get a notice that they don't have it so that you can selectively ban. So if they don't have a Basar and you go to ban Basar, is that kind of what I'm reading here? That seems like that might be the case. An issue where Soul, Baiken, and Dizzy were not included in the pre-ban hero list will be fixed. Okay, fantastic, because a lot of people are going to be pre-banning Dizzy. An improvement made from the pre-ban process to automatically ban the original hero if a specialty change hero is banned. Interesting. An issue of Korean text appearing on devices displaying a language other than Korean when waiting for the opponent to finish watching cutscenes will be fixed. Okay, yeah, that like little Korean box that kept popping up was kind of annoying. An issue where it became impossible to exit the lobby after repeated matching and canceling will be fixed. Cool. Okay, so here's Arena. Improvement have been made so that you can choose the weekly reward you want to receive. Before, Sky Stones plus Glory Crests. Now you can choose between Sky Stones or Mystic Medals plus Glory Crest. Now, it doesn't tell you how many Mystic Medals, right? I'm sure that as soon as it goes in, you'll be able to look at how many Mystic Medals. Chances are you're going to want to go Mystic Medals, right? Because it's a lot harder to get Mystic Medals. Refreshing the shop for Mystic Medals is fairly unreasonable. So even if it's like, let's say a week that it's a rerun unit and you already have it, or you're not going to roll for it, building up those Mystic Medals over time is going to be better at getting you to being able to roll or pity whatever new Moonlight 5-star you want to put in there, right? So depending on how many Mystic Medals, as long as it's like on par with what you would get from Sky Stones, I think that that's going to be the way to go personally. And I think that it'll actually help a little bit with them increasing the frequency at which new rotations are going to be coming through the Mystic shop. Hero rating, the Hero Awakening level and skill enhancement level info will be displayed different according to the route you took to enter the rating page. Hero management, blah, 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 blah. These are based on last 2 months. The only thing that ratings in game are good for are lows, because most people that put ratings in the game are pretty bad. There are a lot of just really bad stuff. Yeah. Other improvements here will be made to delete the confirmation button so that you can tap to receive when receiving achievement rewards. Cool. The name of the Area 3 and Area 5 conditions to clear achievement, Phantom CIC, clear Explorer Nixie's Sanctum, will be changed. A typo in manifestation stones will be fixed. Is that typo that you actually get them? Yikes. The color for the number of selected heroes from the waiting room will be changed, and an issue where it was impossible to move to the selective summon page from the lobby through the icon will be fixed. Okay, cool. And an issue of space appearing in the guild lobby and guild wars page when using 720p or similar resolution will be fixed. Cool. Hey, gotcha pin. Gotcha pin. Thanks. No. Thank you for me not refreshing this and not seeing all of the other just already terrible comments over this patch. I'm excited for this patch. A lot of good stuff. Again, I'm going to see how the Mystic rotation plays out. We're already having Mulgore problems. Everybody has Mulgore problems. And the people who are like, well, just be more selective. No. I want plus 15 everything at some point. Which I'm going to talk about that in a whole other rant video. But that's the patch. Expect, me to go over. They did announce Ray. It's obviously not in here. But now I'm going to have videos out today going over Ray, going over Elphelt, going over some other stuff. And then I'm going to sip some tea. We're going to sip some tea and talk about some people's feelings. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. As always, if you did and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell notification, drop me a like and a comment down below. Share this out, as I always do appreciate you helping me overcome the YouTube algorithm. Make me doki doki in my Kokoro. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Cracky.